So amongst the signs of the Day of Judgment is excessiveness in treating parents in a bad way and harming parents immensely. That a mother would give birth to a baby girl, and that baby girl, as she grows up, she treats her mother as if her mother is a slave for her. Mom, get me this, mom, get me that. And if the mother doesn't get what the daughter asks for, she will be extremely upset. She starts screaming at her mother as if her mother is a slave for her. And this is happening these days. You know how many times it happens that a lady would ask her mother, Mom, don't forget, I want you to buy me such and such. If the mother was busy cleaning the house, cooking for her and her brothers and sisters, and she didn't have time to go and buy her what she wanted, she screams at her mother. Even now, you know how hard for mothers these days to ask of their daughters to help them in the house. In house chores, like what they do every day, cleaning, washing the dishes and the like. And if the mother were to say to her daughter, come and clean the dishes, wash them, she starts screaming and saying words that will break the heart of the mother. Far out, I don't want to do it now. Why me? So the mother will feel upset. Any type of this treatment that breaks the heart of the mother is classified as a major sin. Is classified as a major sin. And this is a message for the young girls. Remember, if you treat your mothers in a bad way, you might have children in the future that will treat you in the same way. So that's why be kind to your parents. So inshallah your children in the future will be kind to you as well. So some scholars said this is the meaning of the hadith. Excessiveness in harming parents immensely. Even, I'm not talking about only girls, you find boys as well and sons who treat their parents in a bad way. Wal-'iyadhu billah. Someone mentioned to me that he was talking to a person and that person mentioned to him that he hits his father. He hits him. Imagine hitting his father. They mentioned a story of a person who was very bad to his father and he used to treat him in a bad way and harm him a lot. And one day he was extremely upset. We talk about the son. And he started kicking his father, pushing him and kicking him, and he dragged him outside the house. As he dragged him outside the house, he was pushing him and kicking him. He reached a place maybe 20 meters away from the house, and the father looked at his son and said, enough, my son. Up to here I did the same with my father. So meaning, don't go further. This is what I did with my father previously. Now you are doing the same to me. It could happen. And the Prophet ﷺ mentioned in the hadith that Uqūq al-Walidain, harming parents immensely, is one of the sins that the person would be expecting to be punished in this life with what is saved for him in the hereafter, on top of what is saved for him of punishment in the hereafter. Harming parents immensely, in most cases, could lead to you getting punished in this life before the hereafter. So that's why, if you want your life to be blessed, if you want your life to be easy going, facilitated for you, make sure you please your parents, make them happy. This is an endowment that you might not appreciate until you lose it, when it's gonna be too late. So even if you say, I wish my father comes back to life, I wish my mother comes back to life, I'm ready to do such and such, that's too late. This is not going to happen. So if you have your parents now alive, this is a great endowment. Some people didn't have the chance to see their parents or one of them. Maybe they were raised as orphans, or the mother died while she was giving birth to them, or they were very young, so they grew up and they don't know what a mother means. That is very hard. The mother is something in your life that honestly, like the one who knows what it means would appreciate it. One of the scholars used to refuse to eat with his mother. You know why? He would just look at her eating, and they ask him, and why? He says, I wait until she finishes. Once she gets up, I start eating, because I'm worried maybe she puts her eye on something, on a spot in the dish that she wanted to take this bite, and I don't know, and I take it instead. To that extent, some in the past used to be very cautious about these matters. When it comes to parents, you know what does it mean? Bilal al-Khawwas, one of the righteous Muslims, was walking in an open place like a desert. Suddenly he saw someone walking next to him. He asked him, I ask you by Allah to answer me, who are you? And he said, I am Al-Khadr. Al-Khadr is a prophet that is alive, still alive. He said, I am Al-Khadr. So he asked him questions. Then after that he said to him, what made me meet with you? What did I do in my life to get that privilege to meet with you? He said, being kind with your mother. Being kind with your mother gave you that privilege to meet with a prophet in reality, not in a dream. In reality, that's a great honor for one to have the chance to meet with Al-Khadr alayhi salam, because he's still alive. Imagine you are sitting with a prophet, talking to a prophet. That's a very great merit. He got it because he was kind to his mother. So amongst the signs of the Day of Judgment is excessiveness in Uqooq al-Walidain, harming parents immensely, unfortunately. The way they talk to their parents, no respect. They show a bad attitude when talking to parents. And if they know what they should do when talking to their parents, they should treat them as kings and queens. That's your father, this is your mother. This is how you should treat them, in a very, very nice way.